everyone. So, of course, my girl Ree, and yes, she's in the background too, came out with some concealer. She came out with some powders, and she actually extended her foundation shade range, so it went to 40 to 50. So today I'm going to be testing out some of those products, and I've already had her foundation. So today I'm going to be testing out the powder and the concealer along with her foundation, and basically going to be doing like a full Fenty face review. I have her eyeliner, I have her lip gloss, I have some of her powders and her highlighters, so I'm really excited. I'm going to do like a full face of Fenty. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, then please keep on watching. Today I'm going to be using for primer the Primer Water by Smashbox. I don't have the Soft Matte Primer by Fenty because I think it might be just a little bit too matte for me since I have more of dry skin. So I'm going to spray this all over my face. And I already did my brows so that, because my brows always take like forever to do. So first I'm going to begin with the Pro Filter Foundation in the shade 300. So I am going, and I also have the shade 280, so I might be mixing the two just depending on how dark the 300 is, but I'm going to test it out first, because I got 300 when it was the summertime, so it might be just a little bit too dark, so let's test it out. And I'm actually using like a brush because I like to use a brush with her foundation because it dries so quickly. I'm going to mix a little bit of the shade 280. I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand and mix 300. I'm just going to use that all over my face. And I honestly, I like her foundation and the finish of it, but, I really have to prep my skin since I'm so dry. I really have to use, moisturizer, a serum, an oil, in order for this to come out, amazing and flawless on my skin. But besides that, I do like the formula of it. It's just a little bit too dry for my skin type. So, I'm really excited to try her concealer because it's supposed to be more of a creamy consistency, but it is supposed to give you a soft matte finish. I gotta push back my braids. But as soon as she came out with a concealer, I was like, yes, I'm getting it. Well, actually, my sister bought it, so I just took hers. But if I end up loving it, then of course I'll make a purchase and buy my own. I'm going to blend that down because it is, on camera, it looks a little bit darker, but it pretty much matches me. And as you can see, it really did dry down super quickly. Super quick. So the two shades that I mixed was 280 and 300. The brush I'm using is the Sephora brush, and it's the Pro Buffing brush. It's the number 70. As you can see, I had a pimple. I don't know if you can see it, but I had two pimples right here and right here. It is covering, so Fenty claims to be more of a medium coverage foundation, but it's buildable. So I'm going to put a little bit more right here. My little hormonal breakouts. Okay, so now that the foundation is all on, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Concealer in the shade 280. Now, since I had to mix the shade 300 and 280, 300 and, what was it? Yeah, 300 and 280. I went ahead and I got the shade 280 because I do like to highlight. So, I'm going to put this concealer normally where you naturally would highlight. So underneath the eyes. And this is basically like my first impressions. So this concealer is very, very creamy. Like, I think creamier than the NARS concealer as well. I do like the wand on it too. And I am kind of going in with, I wouldn't say a lot, but the normal amount that I use on a day-to-day basis. And I do have like, underneath my eyes, I do have like creases underneath my eyes. So this is supposed to be a creaseless concealer. So we will see if this bad boy creases. So this is the shade 280. Now I am going to buff it out with the Expert Concealer Brush by Real Techniques. And we are going to blend. And I'm not the type of person to let my concealer sit, because you know how some people will let their concealer sit just so it can become a little bit more full coverage. I don't like my concealer to sit as much. I will like let it sit maybe like 20 seconds, but that's the most I'll have it set for. That blended out really. So this is what my under eyes are looking like so far. And it actually does not look bad at all. And it's actually like really not really creasing in my creases right here. Not at all. So so it's actually not creasing, which is really good. Now, I took a sample of the powder, and I'm going to be using just a little tiny sponge, just any little tiny sponge that you have, because this pot is like so small. But I'm going to use that to set, and this is in the shade Butter. Oh, this has a scent to it. I can smell that. It's like not like off-putting or anything like that. What does it smell like? I don't know. Now, I wouldn't say that I bake, but I do let it set under my eyes, and I'm gonna also put it on the on my eyelids as well, since I put a little bit of concealer on my eyelids. And when I was in the store, I like felt the texture of this powder, and it feels like super smooth, like very, very finely milled. So, oh, I don't know if I told you guys, but this is in the shade Butter. I didn't get Banana because Banana was just a little bit too, like, I don't know. I just didn't think it would complement my skin. It was like a banana shade, and typically I would go for like a banana shade, but it was just maybe too dark for me. So I just went ahead and got Butter, because Butter was, when I compared it to the Laura Mercier, it was the closest one to Laura Mercier shade wise. And I typically will use my Laura Mercier. Alrighty. Alright, we baking, y'all. So we have that on there. And so far, it's looking like really, really good. It looks super smooth and airbrushed. But of course, it's baking. So I am going to, like I said, I don't really bake for that long. So I have a bigger Real Techniques brush. And I'm going to take all of that powder and just dust it away. And it's looking really, really nice so far. I'm actually going to just sweep the rest of this all over my face so I can get more of like a blurred kind of look. And just see how it sets the rest of my face, because I do want to do like a flash test too to see how it wears and to see if there's any flashback. All right. Now, like I said before, I am a little bit dry, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but like it looks super smooth. But I am going to spray myself with I'm going to spray myself. I'm going to spray my face with some Morphe setting mist. Whew. I feel fresh. Okay. So next, what I'm going to use, I have Trophy Wife, y'all. I have Mean Money Hustler Baby. And then I also have Mimosa Sunrise Sangria Sunset. So I'm definitely going to be using this one for like blush. And I am going to like use this as a contour. But do not be shocked. Like, you guys, it's not that bad as a contour. I'm not going to use it like for my entire contour, but I am going to add it to my bronzer. So first I'm going to, so next I'm actually going to be using the Fenty liner. And you guys, I am like obsessed with this liner. If you guys haven't tried it, it's actually like my favorite, and I like Kat Von D's liner, but with all the controversy, I don't even care what's going on with Kat Von D. Get the Fenty. I don't even care. Get Fenty. It's so much better than the Kat Von D. It's more precise. You get more of a precision, and it's so much easier just to do a wing. So I'm going to do this wing real quick. I haven't done a wing in like so long, y'all. Dang it. One wing is done. So the hardest part is matching it to the other side. Alright, so this is as good as this wing liner is gonna get for today. Now, Fenty does not have any mascaras, so she should come out with some. Or actually, just one. Like, that should be our next launch. Watch. So, where is it? I'm going to go in with my NARS Climax mascara. This is like my all-time favorite mascara. It literally like lengthens. It adds a lot of drama to my lashes. It's very, very voluptuous. And it like curls my lashes. So we gonna do this. And the trick is to bump and wiggle. And just pull up. But you also tilt your head back so you don't get any mascara on your lid. See? Pretty. And I like layering my mascaras. So, for this one separates. This is a Smashbox Superfan mascara. This one really separates the lashes, but it keeps like the drama in them. So I'm just going to use that as like a topper for the Climax. And then because it's like so spiky, I'm also going to use it for my bottom lash. Okay, now that my lashes are on, I'm going to go ahead and bronze, but of course Fenty doesn't have any bronzers. She does have those matchstick bronzers, but I don't have that. So, I'm going to go ahead and use the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer, and this is in the shade Mahogany. And I'm going to use that to bronze up my skin. And a little bit of this goes a long way because it's super pigmented. I'm also going to go in with my MAC Studio Fix. I think this is just a regular powder. NC47 is the shade that I'm using. Just to add a little bit more dimension into my bronzer. I love using like 2 different bronzers because it just makes it look more natural. Okay. So here now I'm going to show you the trick to using the Sangria Sunset and Mimosa Sunrise as like a bronzer. Well, just like it's going to add a little bit of glow to my bronzer. So I'm going to go in with this Sephora brush, and it's the Pro Sculpting Blush brush, and it's the number 99. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Mimosa Sunrise and a tiny bit of Sangria Sunset, and I'm going to put that basically a little bit above my cheek. And then I'm going to blend those two shades into my bronzer. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. So I'm debating on if I should use my Fenty gloss, or I do have her Unbutton liquid lipstick, but I really can't find it right now. So we're going to go in with her gloss. And what I like to do with her gloss is add a brown lip liner just to make my lips look a little bit fuller. What in the world? So this is the NYX liner, and this is in the color, it's the matte lip liner. This is just in the shade 22. Yes. Okay, so last I am going to set my face again with the Morphe spray. Add a little bit more hydration. Okay, so now I'm going to put on a little bit of Mean Money Hustle Baby on to my cheekbones. I'm going to use another Real Techniques brush. Putting it on my forehead, down the ridge of my nose. I'm also going to do it as an inner corner highlight. Yes. Yes. That full Fenty face come through. I'm just joking. Okay. So this is the entire full Fenty face review. So if you like what you see, go to Sephora and JCPenney, Harvey Nichols. Y'all better go get you some Fenty. But no, seriously, like I really like how the concealer like is wearing and how it looks. And I really like the setting powder too. The butter one is literally perfect for me. So for a reference, if you're around like the shade 280 to 300, I would definitely get the shade Butter because it's exactly like the Laura Mercier, like tint-wise. So I would definitely recommend that. Also, if you haven't tried any of her other products, definitely try it. I love her liquid lipstick formula. Like the red one is gorgeous, and then also the Unbutton shade. And then also her... I have one somewhere, I just have to find it, but her actual not liquid lipsticks, her actual lipsticks are actually really good too. So if you haven't tried that, try that. Eyeliner is poppin'. I love her eyeliner. Love her Sangria Sunset, Mimosa Sunrise. This one's like literally a banger. I literally love all of her products. The only thing that I would really recommend for her to come out with is a dewier foundation, because I am a little bit dry, so I really have to prep my skin in order to use her foundation. But I love the formula of the concealer. So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button, because your girl is on the come up, and I would really like to see what you guys would like to see next, I guess. So if you guys have any suggestions for the next video, then just please let me know. I'm also thinking about doing vlogs as well, so let me know if you guys would want to see any of that. But if you like the Fenty face, go to Sephora, hit up any Sephora really will have it. So go ahead, go into Sephora, get you some Fenty products, girl. But this face is like literally flawless. So if you want to achieve this look, call your girl Ree. She's right there. But thank you guys so much for watching my video. I'll talk to you later. Bye.